This is good. And I'll be meeting with Valley, I think, two separate times next week. So
Oh, great,
it's good.
great, good.
With Heather on Thursday, and it's going well.
Yep.
You have West Valley prepared. Do you have West Valley prepared for our tropical storm?
Um, we're ready.
Good,
We're as ready as we can be, for sure.
right. Okay, I'm going to go to
Okay,
I think
same here.
push that one. Yeah. I need to turn on the camera. The boardroom camera on. Very good. All right. Okay, we are coming back in from closed session. So we will proceed with our opening ceremonies. Vice President Jenkins, will you do the pledge for us this evening?
Okay. All right, right hand over your heart, please. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. And tonight we have Jason Martell with Sunrise Student Ministry. Jason, if you'll lead us in the opening invocation.
No problem. Let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you and we adore you as being in control of everything. We know you hold this whole world in your hands, and Rialto is no exclusion. We thank you for this great city of ours and this great community and this great board that meets together for the West Valley Water District. We pray for all the people that work so hard to make things happen in our community. We thank you so much for their hard work. I pray that you bless their families. I pray that you bless the work of their hands. I pray you bless just this community that we're all involved in. I pray that the board meeting would go smoothly, and the things on the agenda would just come to agreement on everything, and that they would have a wonderful meeting this Thursday. We thank you again for this great community that we have here that we get to be part of. We just thank you for the city of Rialto and all the mayors and all the mayor and all the board members that again work so hard. So we thank you for this night. I pray you just give us peace and joy as we come together. We thank you in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. That takes us to the adoption agenda. We have an agenda before us. Do we have a motion to adopt the agenda?
Mr. President, I place that we adopt the agenda as presented for us.
Okay. We have a first. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. We have a second by Director Garcia. If there's no discussion, go ahead and call the roll.
Thank you. Director Garcia?
Yes.
Director Hawkins?
Yes.
Director Moore?
Yes.
Vice President Jenkins?
Yes.
President Young?
Yes.
That passes 5-0. Thank you.
Okay. Public participation.
Thank you. The public, members of the public may participate and give public comment in one of four ways. In person at West Valley Water District's Administrative Boardroom, located at 855 West Baseline Road in Rialto, by filling out a public comment card and submitting it to the board secretary prior to the start of public comment period, via telephone by calling 888-475-4499, access code 840-293-7790, via Zoom, access code 840-293-7790, or via email to administration@wvwd.org. Thank you.
Okay. Have we received any public participation request?
None via email or in person. I'm not sure about Zoom.
Okay, if there's anybody on the Zoom who wishes to address the body, please raise the hand icon or unmute yourself at this time. Okay. Not hearing anybody, we'll go ahead and close public participation. There are no presentations for this evening, so that brings us to the consent calendar. We have 4 items on. Oh, actually, I guess, do we have a presentation?
Yes. Yes, the agenda was revised and added a presentation.
I
Correct.
apologize, folks. I'm sorry. Bill, are you taking the lead on this one, or is John doing the introductions on this?
Please take it, Bill.
I'll be glad to take the lead.
Thank you.
We shared this at our all-hands meeting on Tuesday. The good fortune that we are what's called the Triple Crown winner with the GFOA. There are 3 reports that you can submit for consideration. One is what's called the ACFR report, which is the report that's required for government reporting purposes. The second is our popular annual financial report, which is basically a condensed version that we often use for public participation. When we have events, we put it out so in a very short, concise way, the public can understand about our water district. And the third is our budget presentation book that we put together. The GFOA is a organization that's independent, and they are located in Canada and in the United States, and they represent over 3,300 different entities, including state, local, special district government entities. We submitted for this past year all 3 of our awards, and I'm happy to say that we ended up getting all 3 of them with a passing score of 90 or above, and were considered eligible for the Triple Crown. I did a count on the website, and there's actually, out of all the 31 that actually reached the Triple Crown status. So it really tells you what an outstanding job we've done here at the district. And some of our finance people are here in the crowd, so I'd love to have them stand, if you could, just for a second, and be recognized. And you have to recognize all the hard work that has gone into this.
And if we can maybe have them come up to the podium and you can introduce all of them.
Yeah, please do. That would be
so
great.
Everybody at home can see them. Don't be shy.
You could take a second to introduce yourself, your name, your position, and then how long you've been with the district, and anything else you'd like to share, please do.
All right. Gina Bertolini. I'm an accountant here.
A little closer.
Sorry. It's Gina Bertolini, accountant. And I started with the district back in 2006. It's been a pretty minute.
Hi, my name is Elva Vizcaino. I'm an accounting specialist too, and I started here in January, and I've been at every board meeting, so nice to see you all.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Gustavo Gutierrez, and I just hit my 3-year mark last month, so it's been nice being here at the district.
Awesome.
I'd just like to say that we have a couple other members of staff that aren't here tonight, but the dedication of these people, going above and beyond the call of duty. When you think about it, we don't even have to do these reports, but we want to be able to provide transparency to the community and also demonstrate that we're providing world-class financial reporting. So I'm very proud of this group, and also proud of leadership of Jose Velasquez. He did an outstanding job with the organization, and we look forward to having him here at our next meeting to recognize him for all the outstanding work that he's done over the years for the district, and wish him well as he's moved on to another organization. So anyway, thank you for the opportunity to present tonight, and we look forward to sharing with Jose at our next meeting.
Now, Bill, do they give us like a plaque or some kind of an actual
Yeah.
award eventually?
If you could take a look, we have the plaques from prior periods there.
Okay.
So they'll look similar. They might change a little bit, but we actually have a wall of fame, I guess you
Okay.
want to call it.
Well,
And
certainly once we get maybe that Triple Crown award, we definitely need to have everybody back, and we would love to get the whole team here if possible.
And we're planning on doing a press release. Our Socorro and Mary Jo have worked on a press release, and it'll be coming out. It's already out.
Yeah.
Okay. So they beat me to the punch on that.
I did contact the GFOA, so we get the same plaque, but the little medals that have the year will have Triple Crown logo in there.
All right. Well, like I said, if we can maybe have you all back, because I'd love to get a whole picture of the whole team. That would be great.
We'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for all your hard work. We really do appreciate it. I know anybody else have any comments they'd like to make? It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's outstanding. Very impressive. Impressive of what you've accomplished.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Just keep on the good work that you're doing. It's being recognized.
You guys were amazing. Thank you.
Great job.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you all. And very exciting news indeed. So thank you, Bill. All right. Well, I think that was the only presentation, right?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. So once again, we're back to the consent calendar. So we have 4 items before us this evening. Is there anything anyone wishes to pull for separate consideration? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the consent calendar.
I motion that we adopt the consent calendar.
Okay, I have a first. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, a second by Director Garcia. No discussion. We'll go ahead and call the vote.
Thank you. Director Garcia?
Yes.
Director Hawkins?
Yes.
Thank you, Director Moore.
Yes.
Vice President Jenkins?
Yes.
President Young?
Yes.
That passes 5-0. Thank you.
Okay. This evening, we actually don't have any business matters, so be a little shorter, thankfully. So that'll take us to meeting attendance reports. We'll just quickly check in to see if anyone has any outside meetings which they need to announce. So I'll just kind of go down the horn. Angie, you want to lead us off?
Well, I had the pleasure of attending with other board members the Fontana Chamber of Commerce, where we got to learn about water recycling that our other sister agencies are doing in the region, something that I'm very interested in partaking in the future. And last week we also attended the BIA, Southern California Water Coalition, where we also met with other water agencies and had some other great presentations there. And I think there will be an event on Sunday for the working warriors, the dog working warriors. I forgot what it's called, but it's an organization here in Rialto where they train dogs for the servicemen, and I'm happy to be part of that as well. That's it for me.
Okay, great. Thank you. Dan?
I happened to attend the same 2 meetings with Angie last week with the Fontana Chamber and both the BIA on last Friday.
Okay. All right, great. Kelvin, did you have anything you need to report?
No, I attended the same meetings as well. It was informative, learning about the Chino Basin.
Great.
It was really nice, and seeing the Fontana princess in her court at the chamber, and well, that's pretty much it.
And I only attended one of the meetings, which was the Fontana Chamber, and it was a good meeting. It was good to see so many of people from our community there. The mayor of Fontana, of course. I know coming up, next week, IE Works is going to film Spectrum is filming a video about IE Works, which is our regional workforce development program and the pre-apprenticeships and what they're doing to impact the water workforce industry. So that's next Tuesday at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. Hopefully, I intend on making it. But I think there was something sent out. Should have been something sent out, or Haiti's going to send something out today to let the board members know to come if they can. To be on Spectrum.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I don't have anything to report. I appreciate everybody making it to all those meetings. I pretty much feel like I'm living in the hospital at the moment. So, so with that, we will go on to board reports. So does any board members have anything else they wish to report? Or
I have one other thing to report. Last weekend or 2 weekends ago, I attended a well event at the Owens Valley, which I also shared in past. It was impactful, I want to say, and learning on. I met with the Paiute reservation and also with the LADWP, who I was amazed on how much water is being directed from that location down to Los Angeles, and seeing how the aqueduct functions. And again, it was very useful, and I think how in consideration of what's going on in our region as well.
Okay.
I just got the notice here. The event that will be occurring is for Mental Health and Wellness Fair. It's the Working Warriors. It's an event that we help sponsor with water, and we will be there to help represent for West Valley Water District. But it's really for giving support to the community in regards to mental health and wellness.
Fantastic.
I hope to see some of you there.
Okay. And gentlemen?
I wanted to also recognize, for the record, my aunt who recently passed. I attended her funeral yesterday. My aunt, Mary Etta Humphreys. Everybody knew her as Peaches. Matter of fact, I didn't know her name wasn't Peaches till I was like 20 years old. But I wanted to state her name on the record and also acknowledge my uncle, Willie D. Humphreys. They were fortunate enough to have 53 years married together. And so I just wanted to acknowledge that.
Anything?
No, I just want everybody to keep their thoughts and prayers for the people of Maui.
Oh.
And there's things that we can do on this end for them. So if you know someone that's doing something, just join them.
All right, and then I did want to just kind of acknowledge someone who was lost in this community not that long ago. Last Saturday, I attended the memorial service for Steve Avalos, who passed away in July. He was a very active person in the Bloomington Christian schools. Also seeded the original, part of the original people who seeded the Calvary Chapel in Rialto, and a number of churches in the area. I went to school with one of his sons, so I knew the family very well. Spent many a days and evenings in his household, and we had pretty much a standing room only at the Bridge Church in Bloomington, and it was a wonderful event. It was a very sad moment, though, for sure, because we're all going to miss him. But I did want to just kind of publicly just acknowledge the impact he had on my life and the life of so many people over the years at Bloomington Christian and in this area. So I would like to also add his name to the record, and that we can adjourn in his honor, as well as with Channing's aunt as well. So that's all I have to report. So we will go into General Manager. John?
Yeah, thank you. I've got a few things to update the board on today. First of all, the monthly report to the board. I believe you received that earlier today. And this is Water Quality Month. So in support of that, I believe Socorro is going to bring forward a little video that we prepared. Socorro?
Good evening, President Young, Vice President Jenkins, members of the board. As our GM John Thiel mentioned, this month is considered Water Quality Month. We want to highlight our water quality. We have been highlighting our water quality department through social media with posts and a video. So today we're showing you a video that we posted on social media for highlighting Jesse Becerra, Water Quality Specialist.
My name is Jesse, and I'm the Water Quality Specialist here at West Valley Water District. Today I'm taking over your social media to celebrate Water Quality Month. So our weekly routine samples that we pull are to comply with state and federal drinking water regulations. And right now I'm taking a general physical sample. This is to monitor and maintain the quality of our water. So when samples are collected, it's important that we bag them up real nice to keep them safe, keep the integrity of the water good, and we have to put them on ice immediately. So I keep my ice here, make sure they're nice and chilled, keep them on the ice, make sure it's nice and covered. So now that we've collected all our samples for today, they're stored on ice, the chain of custodies are filled out properly, we're going to deliver them to the lab. To ensure our water quality integrity, we routinely flush our system. Flushing is a necessary requirement for the successful operation of the district and is also a requirement for the State Water Resources Control Board. Thank you for spending the time with me today to celebrate Water Quality Month. And remember, water quality is just one part in us being able to provide safe, high quality, and reliable drinking water.
Good one. Thanks, Jesse. Thanks, Socorro. Okay, moving on. And as Channing mentioned, really great news coming out of IE Works. One of our interns, Juanita Fawcett, was recently interviewed by Spectrum News as part of a larger story about the program. As a follow-up, they want to come here to capture footage of Juanita at West Valley, show them around the plant, share her experiences with the various departments, and interview her about the skills she feels she obtained as a result of her time here. So we're going to host them here next Tuesday at 10. Sounds like Channing's going to be able to make it, and if other board members are interested, please let me know. And then last item, I wanted to update the board on staffing and recruitments. A lot going on here, 8 positions to update today. So just running down that list, associate engineer, this is an open posting right now. Senior engineer, we're setting up interviews. For lead water systems operator, our panel interviewed 7 applicants earlier this week. And right now we're meeting with our operations team about how many of those to invite back for a final interview. Customer service representative 3, we're looking at 16 applications right now and consideration for interviews coming up in the next week or 2. For government and legislative affairs manager, interviews were held yesterday, and we have narrowed the pool down to 2 final candidates, and we'll have one last interview next week with both of them. For executive assistant, that position posted on August 1st, and it will close on August 25th. Right now, great turnout. We have over 100 applications in so far. For assistant general manager, Haiti and I have been working with COF. We've been working on the brochure that will be going out, and I just received a final copy of that just a couple hours ago. So I think we'll take one final look, and we should start advertising for that within a day or 2. And then finally, finance director, as Bill mentioned, Jose has submitted his resignation. He's on his way to 3 Valleys to be their next CFO, so we wish him all the best there. I've met with Haiti and Bill. With Jose's departure, we're looking to reclassify this position and revise the reporting structure. Still taking a look at that, and we'd like to review that with CPS and bring a recommendation back to the board at our next meeting on September 7th. That sounds good to you. That's all today. If there's any questions or comments.
John, can we just make sure that that goes through the HR committee first before it comes back to the full board?
I can do that. Yeah. And If possible, maybe we can schedule a special meeting with the HR committee just to expedite this process. So we'll work with them on scheduling that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions for John? All right, thank you, John. Hope that
Thank
you
you.
feel better so you can be back here.
For sure.
All right, so that takes us to legal.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. President. The board, first of all, I'd like to report out of the closed session. The board met in a closed session under 54956.9, existing litigation, as well as 54957.6, labor negotiations, and there was no reportable action out of the closed session. At the last meeting, I went over SB 1439 in terms of campaign contribution disclosures, and a request was made for a brief summary, and this is a summary that I had provided to clients in the past, so I updated it based on the new changes with the regulations in June, and so hopefully this will be helpful for you going forward. And then finally, when I have the honor of coming on as general counsel, or when a new board member joins a board of directors, I have an orientation that I normally do. I'm not going to do it today, and I'm not going to do the whole thing, but in the future, I would like to have, as part of my legal counsel report, just a brief update on certain parts of what I go over. And it's not going to be 12 PowerPoint slides, but just kind of talking about my perspective on how I advise clients about the roles of board members, changes in the law, Brown Act issues. Nothing serious, nothing major, nothing's in violation of the law, but just an update in terms of making sure that we're all on the same page about various topics. So I'll roll those out, if that's okay with the board, at the meetings in the future, but it's not going to be any longer than what I'm talking about today. So
yeah, I was just going to say, as long as it's brief. Sometimes our meetings are pretty long. So.
Exactly. Well, I'm able
but
to
it's
read
good to
the
get a
room.
refresher.
Yes, absolutely.
On stuff. So yeah.
And so that's all I have, Mr. President.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you so much. So we have some upcoming meetings listed on the agenda, and otherwise, we are adjourned. Everybody have a wonderful evening.
Have a wonderful evening.